Marhaba, marhaba.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So right now we are in front of Hagia Sophia. We're in a place right in the middle of Hagia Sophia and Topkapi Museum. We are right now in Istanbul. I have to share some of my thoughts about Hagia Sophia. Hagia Sophia used to be once upon a time a church. It was built about 1600 years ago. This place where we are right now used to be the Byzantine school of thought of Christianity's headquarters. So they made this church. It was their holiest site. And after the conquest of Constantinople, they decided to move their headquarters from here to Russia. Right now, Byzantinians are in Russia, St. Petersburg, I believe. When Muslims came here, they purchased this church from the Christians. The transaction deed is still available. They purchased the church from them and they converted this church into a masjid. So a lot of people, they think that Muslims forcefully took over the site and converted it into a masjid. That's a false claim. By the way, Christians do this all the time. They sell their churches. Today in America, in England, in many Western countries, they're still selling their churches to Muslims, and Muslims are converting those places into masajid. So it's normal for them. So they sold this church, Muslims converted it into a masjid, and it became the historical masjid for Turkey, Hagia Sophia Masjid. Then what happened? About after the First World War, you can hear azan in the background. After the First World War, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk turned this masjid into a museum. It remained a museum for a very long time. Last time when I came here, it was a museum, 3-4 years ago. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. So I visited here when it was a museum. This time, alhamdulillah, I came here and it's a masjid again. So the current president of Turkey, Tayyip Recep Erdogan, turned this place into a masjid again. So we, alhamdulillah, the Muslim Ummah was able to take our masjid back. So some liberal, secular individuals who cannot tolerate any other idea but theirs, they converted this place into a church, into a museum. The liberals of the world today, the secularists of the world today, when this place was turned back into a masjid, were so upset. This shows the level of their intolerance. But mashallah, it is our history that we never forget our places. We never forget our masajid. We get them back. And inshallah, we'll get every masjid back, bismillahi ta'ala, just like we did this one. So, on the other side, right on the opposite, you can see, आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पर, ये है Topkapi Museum. इस म्यूजियम में, ये पहले किला था, used to be a palace. यहाँ बहुत सारे जो उस्मानी खुलाफा थे, उनके हरम हैं. इसमें एक बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त जगह है. वो जगह है जहाँ मुक़द्दसात रखे हुए हैं. सहाबा किराम की तलवारें हैं, रसूलुल्लाह सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की तलवार है, हज़रत अली की है, हज़रत उस्मान की है, हज़रत अबू बकर की है, हज़रत उमर फारूक की है, खालिद इब्न वलीद की है, जाफ़र तैयार की है, और भी बहुत सारे सहाबा रज़ी अल्लाह अन्हुम की तलवारें यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं. हज़रत हुसैन रज़ी अल्लाह अन्हु का जुब्बा है, हज़रत फातिमा रज़ी अल्लाह अन्हा का जुब्बा है, और कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जिनका ताल्लुक़ अंबिया अलैहिमुस्सलातु वस्सलाम से है. So next time when you come to Turkey in Istanbul, you have to visit this place. This is, I would say, the holiest site in all over Turkey. But after this, inshallah, we'll take you to places where usually tourists don't go. So this is a very interesting spot where standing in one place, you can see two historical places. Over here, Topkapi Museum, which preserves the muqaddasat, the holy things that related to Muslim Ummah. And in front of me, once again, you can see one of the historical masajid of the Muslim Ummah, which is known as Hagia Sophia today. So that's all for today. Inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan.